Greetings. This is Pillar Nexus Ancient Gladiator with more Pillar Loves Tabletop games with Mwahahaha, card game of Mad Scientist and Global Domination. In this game, you will play as a mad scientist of some kind or another. You will have your lair, which affects your ability to gain resources each turn. You will have your doomsday device, chosen from a hand of 3, and then the others will go back. You will have you will get dirty trick cards each turn, which allow you to do various things to help yourself hurt your opponents. You will be able to draw raw material cards. That includes things like Eureka, Energy, Money, and Structure towards building your device, or purchasing minions, which allow you to attack your opponents or defend your lairs and your empire. You can also spend those resources on empire cards, which increase your limit so that you can get more resources that you need to build your device. So at the start of the game, there'll be a number of raw material cards based on the number of players. 25 per, to a maximum of 125. After everyone gets their mad scientist and chooses their doomsday device, they keep it face down until they're ready to issue a threat with it. And then initiative for the turn is based on whoever has the most resources in their stockpile. If there's a tie, then it rolls off. I like these little green and purple pips dice. I want to find a set just for other games. So the game will start with the initiative and then the creation phase. Everyone either draws up to their max of 5, or they use their special power. Instead of getting new cards dealt, they'll just automatically get 2 points of something that they're lacking, such as Eureka or Structure for this guy. It cannot be used if the raw material deck is exhausted. So raw materials, minions, empires, once they run out, there are no more. Yeah, you hopefully accomplish your goal before that hits. But players will have their resources. They can cash in their cards to get resources to a limit based on their lair. They can spend resources on minions. Each minion costs 1. And you keep it face down until you're ready to attack or defend with them. You can have up to 5 minions. During the creation step, you can choose to do the crazy thing of sacrificing 3 of your minions to gain a maniacal counter. Alternatively, you can spend 2 resources on empire cards, which will improve your limits for cashing in resources each raw materials phase. You are limited to receiving 1 raw materials card as part of a trade, but fair warning, there is the very evil betrayed card that someone can say, "Oh, I'm giving you 3 structure," and that you give it to them, and they end up with it, and they reveal it, showing that they got screwed. The resources you get can be kept in your stockpile for the time being, or committed to your doomsday device. You can never commit more to your device than it absolutely needs to issue the world threat. And also, you can take 2 of your unused dirty trick cards once per creation phase, discard them, and draw 1 new one. After the creation phase is the rivalry phase. Players in initiative order can attack an empire or a layer. The attacker must have the matching resource to attack the empire, or anything for attacking the layer. I believe attacking a layer requires matching resources of the minions themselves. So you can attack or defend with up to 3 minions. So let's say they have money in common as their combat ability. So the hired assassin, paparazzi, and Teutonic taskmasters can attack together. And then defending, again, if it's the empire, they have to match the resource. If it's a layer, they have to have a resource in common. So what? And then empires always get at least one die in defense automatically, while layers get 2. You have security systems. You're not that dumb. Crying out loud. So let's say we've got the hired assassin attacking the smuggling operation, and the street gang has stepped up to protect it because, that's their shit. They're not going to let anyone screw them over. So we got 1 die in defense for the empire itself. They have 2 dice. The hired assassin only has 2 dice. So what happens when one side is short on dice is they effectively have an extra sort of non-existent die set to 2. And both sides will roll and put the results together from highest to lowest. The assassin needed 1 success to take the empire, or 1 success to take 1 resource. Multiple successes take multiple resources. If there's nothing left in the stockpile, then if they have 2 successes, they can take something from the device. Also, every success will inflict 1 wound on the opposing side. The hired assassin did not do so well against the street gang for some reason. He is fired, of course. The street gang has managed to pull off 3 successes, which is 3 wounds, which is more than enough to kill the hired assassin. Yeah, fuck that guy. He was a chump. Now, after attacking a lair, if you get at least 3 resources, you can do the maniacal thing of discarding all of them, which gets you a maniacal counter. You can also, alternatively, if you attack someone's empire, you can just straight up discard it because you're evil like that. And then, after the attacks are done, we go to the domination phase, where players that have a device built to a given level can issue that threat. Let's say I built my device to accelerate global warming has 3 energy and 2 money and 2 structure and a eureka. I can issue the state level threat. What state? I'll leave it a mystery. So you'll have the number of dice shown in white, plus 1 die if you have the maniacal counters, -1 if you have the humiliation counters. So 5 dice, and in red is 4 dice. So again, the lower side will have 2. To succeed in a given threat, you'll need to have either 1, 2, 3, or 4 successes for the city, state, country, world, collective, respectively. So I rolled like ass, and someone else is rolling on behalf of the attacked location. So 6 to 5 is 1 success. I only got 1 success. That's not enough. If I had succeeded, I would have gotten this many resources, and that would have gone into my stockpile, I believe. If you succeed in threatening the world, you win the game. But if you fail, then what you can do is trigger the device, which gets you a maniacal counter. You only get one of them for that. We're doing that once per game. But it means I lose the device. I have to pick one of the resources assigned to it and clear it out. Or I can keep my stuff. I can slink back into my lair. And I incur a humiliation counter. Now, at any point where I've succeeded in issuing a threat, let's say I succeeded in being a city, getting a city to bow down to me, I could make another threat to the city, to a different city. Or if I was at a higher level, I could... let's say I was already at the country, but I still need a few more resources. So I go issue a threat to the state, to a state. Recurring and demeaning threats just get you humiliation counters after doing so. And you are limited to having 3 of them. It makes things a lot harder. It's not something you really want to do. But eventually players will build up to their maximum level device and then issue the threat to the world, and the player that pulls it off wins. So, why do I love this game? Because it's crazy evil. It's fun to just be the bad guy. In terms of other being the bad guy games like Chaos in the Old World and Pandemic Contagion, I feel like this one has the better sense of humor. As much as I miss Chaos in the World, I like that this one kind of makes me laugh quite a bit. It does take a little while, but I think it's a decent length for a game, I think. And the art style is interesting. And yeah. Yeah, it's just crazy, evil, mad scientist shenanigans. If that's what you're looking for, then this is your shit. So yeah, Mwahahaha. If you like it, find a copy, get it. Thank you very much for watching. This has been Nexus. See you next time.